Good morning. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer back on Stationeers. This is part 2. My asteroid base. Now, I mined out all the asteroids. It took me just about all day, so this is a lengthy process. But as you can see, all the asteroids that you see are all like that. I mined them out completely. Used my ore scanner to find everything, and I can start putting my last bit of oxide in here. So, what did I gain from all this? Now I can turn this off now as I mined it. I also, by the way, I got a lot of coal, almost 1,500 coal. So I was using this to charge the batteries. I didn't have to worry about solar panel. And I've been burning some of the coal in there, but not too much of it. Alright, so I'm all done with volatiles. I got so much of this stuff I had to buy an oxide tank and a volatile tank. So I ended up with 45 kilomoles of volatiles just from mining these asteroids out. And I'm still putting the last of my oxide in here. And I currently have 16 kilomoles of oxygen and 8 kilomoles of nitrogen, which I'm going to filter out and put in a nitrogen tank or something. I'll clean that out. This system worked really well. I use this one for oxygen and, speaking of which, liquids. Off those asteroids, 447 liters of water. That's just, in my book, that's freaking awesome. Because the biggest problem I had the last time I played this was lack of water and lack of minerals. So, like I said, I'm still doing this. I'll probably end up roughly I don't know, somewhere around 20 kilomoles. I got 250 oxide to melt yet. Now basically it just goes into this tank temporarily and then gets pumped into here. Not really pumped, but with a pressure regulator. And it's done. Okay, so let's see what I got ore-wise now that I'm all done smelting. And it's a good time to take my suit off because I have stinky pants. Now these are also tanks. These two are oxygen tanks that I filled, and I said I'm getting too much of this. So these are also oxygen and nitrogen, both around 8 megapascals. So I have to get rid of those and drain them in there eventually too. So here's the ore I've been smelting. Now I got a lot more of this. I've been putting it in the machine. So let's do a total here. 50 gold. Now some of these might be partial because I was running out. It's this one. That partial. Nope. So there's 100. So I've just been putting them in the machines as I go here. So 100 more gold. I've been keeping track. So that's 500 gold I got off the asteroids. 500 plus whatever that is. I don't think there's any more gold over there. So 500 gold plus silicone. That's a short one. So 50. So that's a. What did I have for silicone? I didn't get too much silicone. 350. So I got 350 silicone. Copper. Well, not a ton of copper. But is that a full one? No. Like I said, this is where I was finishing up. Okay, so we'll count that as 100 copper. Just round it off. Throw this one in there. Makes it 100. Yeah, no more. Okay, so 100 more. Let me write that down. So I got 900 copper. Silver. Roughly 150. I think I'll stick that over here. So if I run out of electrum, I can make a little bit more. Yeah, about 100 silver. So I didn't get much silver. I got some nickel. Is this nickel? No, that's iron. So I got 50 more nickel. So I got about 150 nickel. I didn't get too much nickel. I think I threw that over here also. 25, 25. Yeah, roughly 150. Iron, that's a partial. Lead. Oop. So I think that's the 200. It's clicking over here. What the hell is clicking? I have no idea what that is. Okay. Hopefully something's not about to blow up. So the lead, I got just under 250 lead. And this is more iron. We'll just call that 50 iron. And that means I got iron that I got quite a bit of. 150 more, so I got 1,350-ish iron. Did the copper, did the gold. Silicone, I got 150, I think I said that. So there you go, that's the ores I got, which probably something stuck underneath, and I never did take my suit off, but that's okay. I'm gonna throw another oxide in here. I'm sure that's done by now. And I'm at 3, that's alright for now. Okay, so somewhere at the base here, I won't be able to hear it out here. I don't know what's flanking. But this is basically how I mine these. Just put the ore in, turned it on. Oop. Oh, there is one something over here. And I did just let the oxide, or the, oh, there's a coal. I missed a coal. Over here too. Now sometimes this gives you false readings if there's a little bit of a residue. There's a coal. I did get quite a bit of coal. Oh, there you go. That's how I mined. I basically went around and looked for hits. So there you go. This will be the first part of my second video. This is the same day as I recorded the first one. And I'm going to hit the button here and charge this a little bit. Swap this back out. Well, I'm up, yeah. I'm going to be around 20k of oxygen, which is pretty darn good. I wouldn't have had any of this if I hadn't hung around and mined everything before I logged out. Okay, so this is the second part of the second video. I did a lot of work inside here. Got my water set up. Actually pumped out all the water. I ended up with, I got 393. Another 139 there. So I ended up with about 500 liters of water. So that worked out pretty well. I got plenty of food left. I did run out of water, so I had to bring the water in here. Like I say, I got plenty of food, but I figure I'd fire up the couple tomato plants here, get them going, so I don't have to worry about food. So, food and water is taken care of. Power-wise, do I have my suit on? I don't. Alright, so power-wise, and I cleaned all this up out here. Recycling, not, just reusing. I'm not really recycling it. But I'm trying not to waste anything. And what I did over here, and this, I just did this, so this isn't charged yet. But I added another battery because my battery was turning blue, because I did add 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, I think 10. Yeah, I added 10 solar panels. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I am starting a rocket. I got just the guts of it set up. I haven't really gotten much more into that at the moment. One of the main reasons being I have to make, if you come down here, everything else, what did I end up in here? I said 20. I actually ended up with 22 kilomoles and 45. I mentioned yesterday I got a bunch of coal. I didn't show it, but I have lockers full of coal. So I did get a lot of coal from that. Everything's working good out here. The big problem with with an engine. Let's see, engine. I'll use a pressurized gas. Pressure-fed gas. I need Invar and Constantine. And I have to make that, because they didn't give me any. Or I can make... I don't think I have Invar. Oh, I do have Invar. I got Sertor again. So I just need Constantine and that offset power, which I don't have. Oh, I do! Oh, holy smokes, here I am thinking I had to make this stuff. They did give it to me. Well, that worked out better than I thought then, so I can just make engine, pressure-fed gas, and steel and electrum, which I have. I think the steel is in here. Got 250 in that one. This one, well, it doesn't really matter. I should leave the steel in this one because I'm going to need steel sheets galore here in a little bit. But we'll put that in there. So I'll make my engine. I'm going to use the rocket to get the find minerals. These are thriving, right? Yep. To find minerals to keep my stocks going here, and then also eventually I'm going to need volatiles and oxygen. I don't have an unlimited supply of oxygen. I'm going to have to get something to trade. So I'm going to have to expand my greenhouse eventually here and make some cakes or something. But I got to get a trading set up. But I'm going to do a rocket first and see what's out there. Like I said, I used a pressure-fed one since I have quite a bit of both. I make a few rocket trips with what I have. 86. Once this is done, I'm going to... In fact, let's do that. Let me empty that because I'm going to need the steel for the steel sheets. Alright. I could put this oil thingy away. I certainly don't need that anymore. And I'll put these up here too. I'll need those in a little bit, but... Alright. So I've already made it further, I think, than the last time I played the asteroid area. So I should be able to do this. I'm going to get it in the right spot, and I need pressure-fed gas engine. And that was not complete. I don't know what I need. You could look it up. 5 insulated pipes. I don't have any insulated pipes, so. But there you go. So I'm going to put the rocket together. I won't put that in today's video because that's going to be kind of lengthy. Like I said, I needed a bunch of steel sheets, heavy coils. Those are costly. Doesn't sound like much, but I actually kind of cheated. I made sure 10, I get about 400 at max off of these. So I said 10 times 4 would be, actually 11 times 4, would be about 4,400 kilowatts total. But just to make sure I didn't blow any of the cables on the back end, I put a transformer here to keep it under 5,000, which I technically didn't need to do because it's going to blow up here anyway. Ideally, I would use all heavy cable, but I only have like 400 gold. You see this is charging now, so that's good. And I also put a transformer down here to make sure I don't pull more than 4,900. Right now that's not an issue. That could be an issue eventually, especially when I'm charging the rocket. That's a monstrous power drain to charge the batteries on the rocket. Now I've got myself curious. And then that'll be it for today's video after I check this. I don't remember. I think I have only around 300 gold. Now when you start making heavy cables... Oh, there's 500, so I got a little bit more than that. 600? Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. So I got about 600 gold. That's not horrible, but like I said, doesn't sound like much. Each one uses 0.5, but when you start wiring up heavy cables on solar panels, you go through 50, 60 of them, or 50 to 100 of them, and then all of a sudden you're using 50 gold, and that's, I think if I remember right, I ran out of gold when I played the last time. We ran out of gold and water. I had issues with water. Now, a second. I don't understand exactly why I was getting the oxygen, or not oxygen, water in my base from plants on my last base, but not here. I'm a little confused about that, but okay. So maybe potatoes don't bleed out water. I don't know. Just to let you know, the beta is coming out. I'm not on the beta because the beta had issues with plants the last time I played it, so I went back to the regular one. They're working on the terrain. It's not ready yet. There's a new terrain map, but it's not ready yet. Rocket control motherboard. We'll need that eventually. Let's put that up here. But I think that's it for now. Tomorrow I'm going to finish the rocket, do some searching, see what's out there, and then after that work on setting up a trading station, maybe right next to the rocket out this way or something. We've got a lot of iron to work with. You would think some of these things would have more ores. And I just put the ore scanner away, but I hollowed these out. And it looks like there'd be more, but there isn't. You see, I pretty much ravaged these things. And I scanned and scanned, and there wasn't any. But that was a pretty good one. I had quite a bit. And there were some smaller ones over here that literally had nothing. Now I flew all the way over there thinking, oh, I'll go check over there. Nothing. So I had basically 3 asteroids to work with. Now you notice I did reload the game, and the asteroids hung around. So my theory is that if you modify the asteroid by mining it or drilling in it, that it somehow enters it into the world. Because if you don't touch it and leave the game and come back in, they go away. So I guess if you wanted to test it, you could go to each of the asteroids in your base or your world, hollow out some or just modify some of it, and log out and come back in and see if that is the case. But I stayed on all day yesterday basically. Well, I left the computer running. I didn't play it the whole day. And I mined everything. And it worked. I'm better off than I was by a long shot. In the previous game, there we go. I got 6 bars total. So that shows you that that worked pretty well. I only got 3 charging now. Of course, you stand in front of it. That affects it. 365, so I'm getting roughly 900 kilowatts yet. So everything's doing good. I think I'm going to survive this time. The problem with the trader is I don't have anything to trade. They start you out with 1,200 credits. I can trade my coal. And I don't know how many it is. That's 10, 20, 25 coal. Plus I could bring these out, I guess. In fact, I should bring these out. I got a bunch up here that I didn't have room for. 25, so 31. And I could put these in there, so that's... I don't know, what do you think? So roughly 40, 35, 40 coal that I can trade. I could probably trade ores if I get the rocket working. But right now, I would like to buy... Oh, that was a partial one. That's right. There's another partial one. Oh, that was a 50. Never mind. That's a partial one, so I could do this. Let's make that. Nope, this one. I don't think, do I have, how much do I have over here? I could put the rest of this partial one in there. I haven't used that in a while. So I got basically 3.5 crates full of coal that I can trade. I have to hang on to some of them. Remember, once these are gone, they're gone, unless I find more on my rocket. But there you go, then you'll know what you think. Subscribe and like if you like these videos. This was kind of fun so far. Now I am, like I said, reliant on the rocket or the trader to get anything else I need here. So it's going to be produce something to trade for something, because eventually, you know, I'm not even going to be able to send the rocket up. I think I can get quite a few trips out of what I got here. Good thing is I don't really need it for a furnace. I don't have any ore. So I don't really need a furnace. At this point, I might when I start trading. So let me know what you think. If you have any recommendations, I'm open to recommendations on would it be better for me to do the rocket or focus on trading. I'm leaning towards rocket. But I could go for trading too. I do have enough steel. I have all the... Oh, that's another reason I gotta hang on to some coal in case I run out of steel. So I got to be careful trading my coal because I got lots of iron and coal. If I trade all my coal, then I have no way of making more steel. So, there's a lot of things to consider here. But there you go, Navy Old Salt Gamer. I did filter out all the pollutants. I gotta take this outside and deconstruct it. I'm gonna take these. And do it one at a time. Save those. But I gotta take this outside and deconstruct it, and I'll do that later if I can get it through the door. It's always an adventure getting these through the door. No one. Oh, almost. There it goes. I only have to really take it in here. Now I can drop it. I can close this. And then, since that's open to the outside, deconstruct it, take that battery back. So now any of the pollutants that were in there is drained to the outside. And then I can just, that opens my room up a little bit more. I'm gonna put that up here. Okay, again, maybe Old Salt Gamer. There's my first of potatoes. I'll let them go to seed. Again, rocket or trader? What do you guys think? I'm curious. And I'll see you in the next episode.